You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Welcome to a special edition of Shelby County Schools Report. This program is a compilation of our Faces of SCS features, highlighting educators right here in Shelby County.
What makes him look like a bear to you?
Every day she comes to school and she's like, this is my school, these are my kids, these are my teachers, and that attitude is just infectious and it makes you want to do your best.
We have lots of opportunities for students to engage in enriched academics, extracurricular activities. I started out teaching in fourth grade back in the Shelby County school system, and fell in love with just being with kids every day and with seeing them learn and grow. My father was a director for Shelby County Schools, and he had been a principal, so I kind of grew up in education. And over the years, the principals that I worked for were really great with working with people. So I learned a lot about relationship building, people skills, and like really what it takes to run a school.
She's my fifth principal here, and I thought, what's she going to bring that the other four have not done?
It's a big job. There's a lot of responsibility there, and it takes a special person, somebody who's patient and can really think things through.
It takes a person that's really strong because sometimes you have to make really tough decisions. There are times when you have to have difficult conversations with people, but you've got to be able to have a heart too and a sense of empathy.
She brought a lot. She is a tiny little thing that's just got so much going for her, and I liked her immediately, and I laughed and told her, I wasn't really planning on liking you, and I love you.
My principal, Mrs. Sanders, is very nice, and she makes us feel welcome back to the school.
When she first came and they found out she was our principal, they were like, oh, that's the principal, because you could hear them talking in the hallway, or they're like, the principal just gave me high five. It excites them.
Miss Sanders is very warm and affectionate, and I know at this age children thrive in that sort of environment.
It protects us and it helps us learn and do fun things all at the same time.
There is never a typical day in a school, but on a great even day, of course that could include anything from going out to receive students in the mornings to meetings, but the biggest part of the day is mostly spent with going into classrooms to work with teachers and students with instruction.
I think it's very important for a principal to understand the teaching job.
Well, she understands. She stood in our shoes before.
Hold on, I saw a date on there. In order to do this job, you have to love children and love what you do. To get up early every morning, to come in and work with children all day for 7 hours, you have to love what you do.
My daughter looks forward to getting a hug from the principal, and that means a lot to us because she's just not doing a job, but she's becoming family to these children.
She's our principal because that actually means that she's our principal and she's our pal mixed up together.
It gave us the peace of mind because in this day and time, it's very challenging to trust someone with your child.
So I think with her and with her leadership that we're just going to continue to exceed our reputation.
I want people to want to stand in line and just beg for space to come to school here because it's so great, and that every person that they talk to has such a great experience that they want their kids to go here too.
Art program here integrates all the disciplines.
Teachers and students have a very close connection with one another, and that's how we work and communicate.
It's completely creative that they get to essentially design their own lessons.
I think it's great to be a part of this program because you get to have a very close relationship with your teachers as well as your peers.
Making art is self-discovery, and the world without art is a world without heart.
For more information about the Kappa program, visit ghskappa.com or call 755-7775. You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
2018 marks Principal Kevin Malone's 15th year at Bellevue Middle School, but his dedication to the school goes far beyond the job. That is why he was one of the nominees for this year's Shelby County Schools Principal of the Year honor.
People here at Bellevue, we are family.
Everyone here supports you. It kind of feels like you're home.
Everyone knows how the school runs. We know what's acceptable, what's not acceptable.
To be the principal at Bellevue Middle School really is a blessing from God.
Kevin Malone is one of those principals that knows every child by name.
The girl you had playing goalie is incredible.
Yeah, Hannah. It's her first year.
Wow.
And not only does he know their names, but he knows about their families, their schools they came from, how they're doing in school.
You both will love Bellevue. My son and my daughter both went to Bellevue.
One thing that he prides himself on is making middle school a great place, a safe space for students.
I choose to be here at Bellevue because it's so great working with my colleagues, my co-workers.
He treats every teacher like their brother, sister, child. He is a friendly individual, but at the same time, he can be hard when necessary, but he is not overly hard when it's not necessary.
Guess what I was about to do to you this morning? I was with Mr. Fullerton, and we looked at your RTI and the map scores.
He's strict, but he's nice. He's strict in a way to the point where you know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and yet he still coaches you through it.
Where was he born? Nigeria, boy. And where is Nigeria located?
Africa.
In Africa.
He's very competitive, likes to win in all areas.
I'm telling you this, if you got yourself involved, you got in that field, it's like cha-ching, it's money.
The goal is a win, and the win is the success of our students.
Working as a principal is a lot of work. It's a lot of time commitment, a lot of time away from your family.
Mr. Malone is known district-wide for all the positive things he brings to Bellevue. And he's been recognized, for those things as being nominated for Principal of the Year for Shelby County.
I don't want to sound vain here, but a few years ago I had the distinction of being West Tennessee Principal of the Year, picked by the state of Tennessee. And I've been nominated Principal of the Year here in Memphis, I think 7 times, and I've won 3 times. Although my name might be the person's name on the plaque or the nominee, it really reflects on our entire school and our community.
He's super enthusiastic. He's a cheerleader.
Hey, some of you love it, some of you hate it. I'm sorry, but we want to catch up. We want you all to be where you should be.
So if you have an idea, he's like, yeah, let's do it.
All right, why do you think you want to be involved with STEM for the future?
You know what he expects from you, how he wants to do things, what he plans to do in the future. He wants the best for you, just as your own parents do.
That's who reshaped me, who I am today.
Middle school is, to me, is the toughest age group. They're no longer the little elementary child that's between the ages of 5 and 10, and they're not high school kids. And so it's really hard to motivate them at times. So you have to make learning fun.
He gives us a mentality of we're just the best.
They love it. They love to know that somebody, other than their parents or other than their teachers, are looking at their data, looking at how they're moving, looking at how they're progressing, and want them to do better.
I really love this school, and the people that I work with are so important to me.
He's concerned about this place and how to make positive impact and on the lives of people who work and go to school here.
Our kids are street smart, I'm just telling you.
And I think when you have that as your focus, it's going to be noticed by others because you're concerned about more than just a job. It's part of you.
I love what I do. I'm serious. And I could be doing a lot of different things, but this is a choice because this is either you love it or you're not in. Either you're in or you're not. And I'm all in.
I think the instrumental music program here at Germantown High School is special because of all the things that we'll do throughout a year. We start the year doing marching band, and very quickly we'll move into concert band. We provide the orchestra for the spring musical. We just have myriad things that we take part in throughout the year.
My favorite part of being in the band is probably all of the different kinds of musics we play.
We have a woodwind ensemble or a brass, a jazz ensemble.
All those different opportunities create a place for students who excel in different areas. I think that diversity allows us to be one of the most unique programs in the area.
For more information about the Kappa program, visit GHS-Kappa.com or call 755-7775. You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
W.E.B. Du Bois once said, "Education must not simply teach work, it must teach life." And that is the belief of Principal Kimbrell Lewis, who is spotlighted in this month's Faces of SCS. She leads Cordova Elementary School, which has grown from 725 students to nearly 900 over the 4 years she's been there. But that's not all. She's not only making an impact on the local level, Principal Lewis is on track to lead the National Organization of Principals.
Thumbs up if you understand, thumbs down if you don't.
Elementary school basically gives a base for a child's love for school. Their first experiences with school, their first experience with the principal or teachers. And if it's a good experience, they're going to grow up to love school. And here we do that for the kids.
I believe being an educator is a calling. I wanted to have a career that was meaningful, and that's why I went into education.
She came to Cordova 5 years ago with the vision in mind, and I've been here the entire time, and she stayed with that vision.
So we start with our pre-planning.
Ms. Lewis wanted to create a school where students wanted to come to school, they woke up excited about school, wanted to stay in school.
The most important thing for our students is feeling that you care as you help them learn, and that's what we want to give them.
Kids just love this school. It's just a wonderful place, and I'm so glad that Miss Lewis works here for this whole wonderful school.
Miss Lewis is really good with kids. She respects them as a human being.
And that's what I want them to feel when they walk in our doors. It's a whole community. It's about everyone who walks in the door is a part of the students' learning.
She is different from all the other principals I have ever worked for. I would say because she has the shared leadership approach.
They've been exposed to 6, 7, and 8 because we showed them how to be able to break apart.
Even though she's the principal, she still asks for suggestions from the whole faculty.
How many problems do you put in your Take 20?
It's not just her telling us how things are going to be. She wants all of us to give her our input. So we basically make the decision together.
The only thing that I ask is everyone who works here loves children. And if children aren't the priority, this is not the place for them. That's everyone's priority that's here at Cordova.
She stresses that to us all the time. We're here for the children. Our first priority when we're here are the children.
I just feel so much connection and so much compassion and concern. I've been through all these hallways throughout this entire school, and it's absolutely wonderful. It really is. I love it. I really do. I love, 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 love this school.
I think most of the kids love her because she's just a nice, fun, joking person.
Do I miss the classroom? No, I go into classrooms every day. So you're writing about all of it?
Whenever she comes in the classroom, she doesn't just sit back and observe and take notes. She always walks around. Sometimes she may even jump in, help them with what they were doing.
I think that it's a journey through the field, and so if I'm away from students, I miss them.
I think I might get some of those today. Are they good?
Yeah. They know Miss Lewis. They love her smile. They respect her when she comes into a room, when she walks down the hallway.
Principal Lewis is our vice president of our association, and I wanted to have an opportunity to see her school and her children and meet the staff as she continues to work towards the presidency.
You guys, I'm so excited to be at your school today, and
It's so nice to be with your principal, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the wonderful things that are going on here.
I have been a part of NASP since I was an assistant principal, so going back to 2006. And I was very fortunate to have mentors that made sure that I was a part of the association.
She would have had competition from every principal in every corner of the nation. So for her to be elected is really a testament, I think, to the quality of administrators here in the greater Memphis. I love your school. It is such a wonderful school. You have wonderful teachers and a wonderful principal, right?
I would say you could not make a better choice than to bring your child to Cordova Elementary.
I think one of the things that sets us apart from other schools or other productions that are doing this is that our kids are 100% in charge of what they're doing.
We sell the ads, we build the stage, we make the costumes.
Working in this environment, I've learned to appreciate everything that's given to me because not many high schools have programs like this.
When I first started in this program, my first musical was Hairspray. And now, 4 years later, I'm in my last musical, The Mystery of Edwin Drood. And looking back, I think I've progressed a lot.
To see them now as seniors and to see the people that they have become, it's changed me more than I think it's changed them.
Hello and welcome to Cable Quiz, the academic.
Do you know how incredible it is to work at a TV station in high school?
GHS-TV is a student-run television station.
There's so many things you can do here at GHS-TV. You can be in front or behind the camera or both. You have that opportunity. There are no limits.
We have sports and we have news and we have entertainment. So the students here get a well-rounded view of what it's like to be in the TV field.
It's my life. It's what I want to do.
From all of us here at GHS-TV, thanks for starting your morning with us. For more information about the Kappa program, visit GHSKappa.com or call 755-7775. You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
In middle school, it's that gray area of transition.
And if elementary is kind of like learning the foundations of school, and then high school is learning kind of for life.
You have 1 minute I want to be treated like a elementary school student, but then the next minute I'm an adult.
And you kind of need direction, and it's very amazing to have someone that is very intentional about your education and it influences your life and changes your life.
See what we're doing? You got to go over for each one, but apply it on the right line.
Morphing that social, emotional aspect that they're going through and changes that they're going through along with trying to educate them. It was an experience that I thought I was prepared for, but I had to pull back and oh, they're different. They're really different.
Are you in choir? What do you know what a treble clef is?
A good principal would be someone who just takes care of the teachers and the students, makes sure every student is just on point.
Because the students make up the school, so as long as you're trying to encourage them and better them, I think that you're a good principal.
I think she's doing it fine so far.
They have so much energy. They're ready to come to school, they're ready to learn, they're ready to do something different, and that helps me keep our focus.
Now those students really see that she really cares.
That's pretty clear that they truly do respect her.
She treats them like they're adults, which the world sometimes sees them as.
What do you mean when you say get the letters out? Because you do know.
I really like Miss Wooding. I like how she engages with the students and how she likes to talk to them.
She is very understanding.
She doesn't mind letting you know the truth.
Obviously, you'll have that gap there from your transition.
Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, there's always a way to find a positive spin on it.
She models what she wants. She tells us what she wants.
I would suggest to incorporate an ink portion.
And if it's not the way she wanted, she come with a better way to handle it.
She's very straightforward, so you never question where you stand with her.
But we definitely want to do something to bring the community in.
And she knows what it takes to be the best.
We'll get there, we'll reach our student achievement goals and grow students in much less time than people think a new administrator can do.
The teachers are like shocked. I don't know if they expected her to be as prompt, as efficient, as involved, because she is.
I'm not the standing on the balcony shaking my finger type administrator, this is wrong, dictatorship. No, I'm collaborative. I'm very much so collaborative as an administrator because I need my teachers and staff.
Which I think is crucial.
And as a teacher, I appreciate that, and our students do, because you can fix something right in the moment.
I have an open door policy to where I want people to come in, feel that openness from me. Teachers know that they can reach out to me and trust me with that information and trust me to deliver the support that they need.
I think it's great that she's female because we need more female leaders in the secondary level.
Women just have an amazing way of leading. It's something empowering about being led by a woman.
Oh, yes. Yes. I know, I have to visualize it. Okay.
And certainly that she's the first African American female principal is even better because the demographics in Cordova have changed.
When my daughter found out, she lit up and she said, "That's major, Mom. That is huge. Do you know what that means?" And I said, "No, Mommy, just happy to be a principal." And she said, "But you're the first. You're the first."
I think it's extremely influential on young minds for them to see leaders that look like them.
Having Miss Wooding be our first African-American female principal, I really like that because it shows like even though it was different before, you can always change it now and you could be the first to do something that's very important.
Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love.
She's brought a different life to Cordova Middle. I expect good things as long as she's here as the leader.